Approve the minutes from last. I can sign it, but I don't know what took place. All right, Gary, I'll go first.
Okay. Let's go through this report. First thing is wastewater facilities, Second Street generator. I touched base with Mark Jackson this afternoon. And the only thing he informed me was that Sycamore Engineering, who's the electrical contractor out of Terre Haute, had come over a week or so ago to try the VFD solution. There were a few issues in the startup process, so GNA Engineering is working on that. And so when I report I received them today.
So you know what they're gonna do if the VFDs don't work? Okay.
Item 2, I finally got around to preparing a construction cost estimate for replacement of the 200 feet of effluent sewer at the wastewater plant and come up with a 10-inch diameter pipe, and $40,000 is what I come up with. Maybe Jake can do that. People. That's what I come up with.
What'd you price, Gary? 10-inch SDR 35?
I think I stuck a manhole in there. I think there's a bend or something in there.
Yeah.
So I put a manhole, some riprap concrete, bypass pumping, a little bit of bypass pumping, cypress carriers,
How many feet did you say it was?
200. CCMG project. I guess there's a yard restoration yet to complete on South Robert Street. I went down there, but I couldn't see it, Jay, so maybe you gotta get that out.
You got to move through that yard.
Okay. Between the street and
Yeah.
their parking lot.
Mhm. They rolled it, but
So that's still on their punch list. They've not provided the funds, so we'll wait to do that before we approve the final building goes out project. Just as a reminder, the next CCMG applications are due in September, in case you want to do another CCMG project.
Okay.
Water facilities project, Division A, the tank, foundation valve wall, overflow splash pad have been poured. The underground piping is installed. It's been pressure tested up to the existing 10-inch water main connection. We do not get a tapping sleeve to hold pressure on that asbestos cement existing 10-inch line. So they're going to do a cut in. And probably after the new tank is ready to be filled and disinfected. So there may be 2 or 3 days where you might have to control system pressure with pressure relief valves, since we won't have a tank in service while we're waiting on it to cook, disinfect, and so forth. Just a heads up there, Pittsburgh Tank is currently completing shop fabrication and priming at their facility of the steel. Per their schedule, are supposed to start erection June 29, late this month. Division B, water mains, they made the existing connection at Pod Street 7. The Odd Street asphalt patch and site restoration was completed last Friday, May 29. Division C, the filter media replacement work has been completed. The filters were placed back online on May 18th. The panels for the SCADA system, except for the master control plant panel, I believe have been built. BL Anderson's planning on beginning installation within the next few weeks. We are continuing to work on revising the asset management plan for the water system. And last thing, I did receive a voicemail message and an email from ERG, who's a support contractor to EPA community grants. And I've attached the email onto this handout here. It's regarding the congressional appropriations funds. Kingman's on the list for $2 million potential appropriation. I responded to their email. They called Friday at 5:30. I was around to another meeting. Soon they probably out of Chicago, so they're an hour behind us time. So I let them know that I'd be available anytime tomorrow from 10 or 15 telephone calls. So I guess I need to know what you guys are interested in pursuing with potentially $2 million.
Do we have to come up with any matching funds with this, or be?
I started reading this 86-page guidance thing today. It talks about a 20% match, but there's a waiver available for cost share. And it has to do with if a community median household income is less than 80% of the state median household income, that can qualify if there's a waiver. And it looked to me like Indiana median household income is around 70,000, and you guys are 33,303. So looks like you meet that criteria to me. And then the other thing was communities with greater than 30.9% population living under 200% of the poverty level and qualify. I looked that up, and it looks like you qualify for that as well. So when I talk to this person, I'll see if they're in agreement with us on that. But hopefully we can get by.
I hope so. Yeah.
Do we have to have any project ready to go? Does it have to be project ready?
It looks like we have a couple of years and it looks like these funds also cover preliminary engineering study stuff. So, I guess if you wanted to pursue another water supply or something, I could discuss that with them to see, because that's going to take some effort up front to try to find a possible location, and you'd have to figure out a piece of property, possibly do some sort of purchase it, but I can't think of what it is. Agreement, landowner to be able to get on and do the test well and stuff like that. So, if you're interested in that, I can discuss that with them. I know you're in need of hydrants and valves. I don't know if you want to try to get rid of some of the asbestos cement water lines that you have in the system.
Yeah, trouble with those, Jay.
Mains, I don't have trouble with right now. I mean, the valve issues.
Right.
It's a fire. But that's the thing with the start.
Pressure will change. From Tennessee.
It looks like there's another application that he did fill it. Looks like there's options to revise the scope as long as it's achieving what the program is wanting to achieve, because I think Chris, he applied based on new tank filter needs, so we did need to revise it.
So I have a question. Do you think we can pay the loan off with that money?
No,
Okay. I'm just curious. Do you think $2 million would cover looking for a new well?
oh yeah, 2 million would, you know, unless you had to poke holes all over the county.
Right.
I think it would be enough to support test well drilling and possibly even permanent well.
Kind of water pole that they have toward Wallace. Anybody have any idea?
There's an underground river over there somewhere.
Yeah.
When you look at the state groundwater map, it looks like your chances increase some. Do go east. I guess Wallace is unincorporated, so they don't have any municipal wells.
We just go ahead and take them over.
I do know that sometimes the water's gray.
Gray at Wallace.
Yeah, we attend church there and I've turned that on at times and it's gray. Like I think I made tea, if I remember right, I made tea. It's been a few years ago and I was like, we're not drinking that. So we always have bottled water. We don't drink the water at all.
Do you think it's because it sits for a week? It's
got a lot of water.
No, this was back a few years ago. I mean, I haven't seen it gray lately.
So it's
I use it every Sunday. The church. But yeah. No idea. But I know it's very rusty. I know that. Our toilets are orange.
FEMA did two test wells, the ice cream places or years.
Oh, Susie Q's, yeah.
Just to the north, there's the property.
Yeah.
They went 200 feet deep. The first well got 16 gallons. Went on down 300 feet, no room in capacity. Then they drilled the second one, got 25. 200 some feet deep. Not too good. Right there, I guess.
What is the goal of
I
gal
would
permit?
think around 100 feet beyond would be
Really?
good for years.
Pretty good supply north of where we're at now, but I don't know about the arsenic and stuff either.
That's why I was thinking
That-
exactly
You could
that.
hit that vein past their house somewhere.
They're pumping all kinds of
Pretty
water.
good, yeah. But I don't,
2 miles north there.
yeah, it's probably about a mile north from the water well now.
100% on the road.
Yeah.
Northeast of.
But I don't know where that vein goes. Because if you go on the other side of the road, the water's not hardly any. Like I said, I don't know how it tests and all that stuff either.
And if you go north and east of the border. Get up a part of the shot, then that's what I heard.
They got a pretty good well back there behind the shop, finally.
Fine.
Sounds like it's gonna be hit and miss.
Yeah.
But hey, that's not a good thing.
It's something that needs done though.
Yeah.
But there's also other things that need done.
Well, you can still have money to and do some improvements here in town too.
I mean, that's.
I don't need that too.
There's a few, but I mean, there's terrible.
Oh, yeah, there's.
I mean, but if you're ever having
It wouldn't be anymore.
now there's some valves that need to be worked on. Put new valves. As far as hydrants, it's not like anything dirty. About steps. That can be replaced, needs to be replaced. Yeah. I mean, there's. You know, fire hydrant for $6,000 now. I haven't bought one for a year, so I have no idea. So,
It could be close like.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's, so.
no, I can get your opinion.
Yeah, I'm not a hydrogeologist, that specialist or anything, so I would probably call the Peerless what I think you guys use them for well. Try to bring them in, consult them and see what they would suggest and researching for try.
Personally, I think new water system there, new well would be good.
Yeah.
So you guys want to shoot for that, and then whatever's left, we replace hydrants, whatever.
Yeah, take a good well source. They'll just, or, here, they'll only chemicals.
Would be nice.
I'll say.
Not that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well, no, I feel discuss that.
I was just afraid to think too hard into it, if we had to match something, or, man,
Yeah, because it's 20. And it does, you know, several options we give them. At USDA rule, well, that's our program. Of course, private donations, if you have some rich guys. They tell them, Jay, Mr. Pat.
Say if it's not 100% covered, we're not gonna be doing it. I mean, not with the water, this money we're spending.
that's,
Yeah.
That's the price of every original dollar they ever made.
now, if we can get 100% funded, I definitely go for it. And that's my voting thing.
Well,
But it sure sounds like we meet the requirements.
Yeah, pretty soon.
I thought it was getting a little cool in here.
Sorry, I was about to implode.
Anything else here? Thank you. If you find out on whether we're gonna have an astronaut, let me know. Like I said, it sounds like we should. Jay,
You guys want to spread the sidewalks like we've done in the past from one end of town to the other?
yes.
Okay. And then, I got a phone call today. They're building a new house on the Kingdom Blacktop. And they want water and sewer. The water meter for the house to the north of it is cleared back, so it's right across from the house on the east side of the road before you get to Steel Grip.
The old pig pound.
Yep. So you guys want to set a meter there, and you can pay to get the line back to that house. Go on down toward that house and set a meter. It's got no- If I was there, I'd set them side by side. You guys tell me what you want me to tell them.
You talking about the old house they're redoing or
No, the
just
new
across
house.
the street? No, I know, but.
Oh.
Where you putting it at?
Right beside the one that goes to the house.
I could put it next to each.
Then let them put, yeah, water. It's get better.
I say put it next.
And then they can tie their sewer in, there's a manhole right there, we can tie that sewer in the. There on the other side of that manhole.
Mhm.
Do you know what did she ask you about that when she called you about getting water hooked up to the old?
They just asked about getting the old house water turned on.
Can you text me those numbers of what it costs for water and sewer deposits, or?
I'm most confused by that. Doesn't that expense go on the builder? And then right. But you charge us a tap fee. Right, but doesn't that expense go to them? Right, but you charge us a tap fee, we don't make any money on it. Okay. So really, we don't even need a tap fee.
You pay me.
Oh, the builder doesn't pay a tap fee.
And then if I do, like Bobby Kemper, prime example, he paid the town for a tap fee, then he paid me, when I tap a sewer main, I go usually 10 foot off the main
Mhm.
and stop. At that point, then if like Bobby had me put his sewer line in, so he paid me directly to go from that 10 foot onto his house. That was on him.
Okay, I gotcha.
And same with the water
From-
meter.
okay.
We'll tap a water main and then we'll set a meter and then like Bobby paid us to go.
Yeah, so the line from the main to the meters,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, I was just confused.
Nope. She just was asking today, she called me and compared to that old house one today, and then she was asking about this. Nope. Then it's funny.
The tap for water is 1,500, I'm pretty sure for sewer is 1,000.
I think, and Ken will probably tell you, but I think we're set up now with 3 meters.
Good.
He was here Friday, so Ken will know more about it than me.
He was successful with the one out here.
We're good to go.
We've had our phones, everything goes well from.
You need to bring up that water line from
Yeah.
the alley.
Behind the body shop, we're gonna try to bore that line. It'll be no more than $6,000 to bore from Odd Street up to the hardware store and then put a new line from the alley back to the body shop because their meter cuts halfway up that other alley. So we can get that done.
I'll approve that. I make a motion to approve it. We've already paid down some repairs over the years or more.
Yep. Okay, that's all I had.
Mike.
I don't have anything. I mean, you already know that New York State didn't pass this last month, but I got one for Tuesday of next week, so fingers crossed. Also have lead and copper, so I'll get with Kim on that and get the list set up, but we only have 14 this time instead of 20 since we did well last year, so. I did, ask John from, Baston Logan to get a quote on those three, the pressure filters at the water plant to redo those as well. Well, 5 or 6 years into it now, we haven't had sand changed, so I thought it'd be nice to, if it comes back reasonable, we'll try and get everything back on the same schedule and just see what it is. But they're talking, doing the whole thing, changing out the baffle and then the rock and then the sand. So I don't know where I'll get that quote, but
Okay.
That's all I have.
Let me know on the results from the
Yes, sir.
water test, please. Kendall,
Did you just call those pressure filters? That what you
Yeah.
said? I just was wondering if we do have an ATV ordinance. There's a lot of mini bikes and four-wheelers and riding on the side streets and all over town. I don't know if you want to enforce that or not. Some of them are really loud. Feel like we're at the Badlands sometimes, some days. They're everywhere.
dog carts on this, or is this just four-wheelers and
It's just off
side by side?
just ATVs. I think I know Paul Davis did that one. I don't know how many years ago, but that accident waiting to happen. Some of those are little kids on them. I mean, like 5 years old, riding around on them. They're wearing helmets, so that's good. But I mean, they're flying up the sidewalk, flying down 234. Yeah, I mean, that's ideal if you live out in the country, but they're all over the side streets and the sidewalks, and so I'm just.
$18-year-old need to be lowered to 16 for sure. You get a driver's license at 16, so.
They really had a good time when the sand pile was at the park and the rock pile. They were jumping those.
I would too.
Real.
That was job.
No, I don't have anything to do with it.
It was me, I was in here on my ranger.
It was a pretty little bike and a pretty little child on it. I don't think it is you.
Thanks, Kendall, you're saying old and ugly or what?
No, it was a little bike and a little kid.
And you're not in.
I could read
I don't know where they're all coming from. They just come from everywhere. The park's the most popular, but they Just asking.
You would need to enforce it, but I'm kind of with Josh. I think if 16, because you got driver's license at 16.
No, you can amend it however you want, but I just wanted to know.
Who is?
It's not coming from the north. It's gonna be pretty short lived. This little green blip.
So if we're gonna amend it to 16, it probably needs enforced.
Are there any, there aren't any
Zero
fees or anything
percent.
there on that? Is there?
Yeah.
Because we'd have to advertise if there is.
But I think that's pretty much county and state law on that too.
Says it's down in 5 minutes.
Oops.
Have insurance, it's supposed to be
I hope, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, I just wanted to know.
registered.
So we wouldn't have to do anything special except amend it in the meeting. You're officially amending it now to 16?
Sure. Yeah, almost need the motion to amend it to 16.
I have a
Won't
second.
be enforceable until we can sign
Right.
it, so if we can make the meeting.
I have a second to amend it then, or?
Yeah, I'll second it, I'm just saying.
Right, I understand. I have a list here on Beacon. I'm just really discouraged of all the properties that look abandoned, so I have an address for 6, 7, 8 properties, and it's covered by our nuisance ordinance for abandoned properties. So I just want to know if you'd like me to send a letter to any of these addresses to address them. The worst of all is over by Dave Noonan's, the trailer that's completely stripped of all of its outer shell. It's just insulation.
3rd Street.
Yeah, just past the corner, and then Rosemary York's house is abandoned, but it's the trailer just north of that that's has no siding on it at all. It's despicable. And then Dave Noonan owns the other 2 trailers that are just sitting there. The purple house north of the Methodist church is abandoned. 2 more houses, 3 total on 2nd Street are empty and abandoned and falling down. So just want to know.
Is
if you'd like
Karen
to-
not ever coming from Florida anymore?
Mm-mm. No, but I thought about calling her if she's still living.
Is yard mode, isn't
I think so.
it? The house ain't got a hole in the roof and the windows aren't knocked out.
It does have a hole.
It does.
I'll be able to enforce it.
Yeah. Well, the nuisance ordinance talks about properties in abandoned condition. Where Carolyn Blankenbeck lived, it's completely falling in everywhere. The existence of any real estate which on 3 consecutive days is found to be in abandoned condition, to exude an unpleasant odor in a condition of such character or to such an extent as to interfere with health, safety, or public welfare. So, realties, I don't know. It's up to you. I'm just asking. I mean, there's become a home for raccoons and vermin and whatnot.
I guess I haven't seen the whole on the blue house, so I can't say.
Maybe
You know, the
it's-
ours mode, so that's why I was concerned about, I guess, but I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
Okay. The CCMG you mentioned, we talked about Liquid Road. Do we want to try to pursue doing Liquid Road on some of our streets that are cracking before they're, because I'm pretty sure you can use CCMG on that, can't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, made myself a note, between the next meeting to try to bring a copy of the Hazer rating to, so we can discuss which you think have priority for our coming page, if you want to go to
We're pretty much all paved now, aren't we, with new roads, so that would be,
There's a few.
oh, is there?
Underneath.
Oh, okay. I walked Second Street today and there's cracks going across it. So I know that was one of our first ones we did. I'm pretty sure that was the first one we did. So
Crack and stupid area. Did you pay for it? It'll be both.
I think it's both, you know, depending on how the crack is, if the crack's too wide, it's about half.
these aren't even really
Right.
facing.
And then.
Didn't you say the company that was just here did that in
Yeah.
Wingate?
Yeah, they done Liquid Road. They call it Liquid Road. Maybe Gary can bring that list next week. Send it to me early, Gary. Go through it.
The road just fixes the crack and that's it? Or
They cracked it first and then this is a rubberized lead instead of a regular steel coating if they put in the parking lot.
Get the sand over the top of it, or just,
In your eyes and it's just fine. It's just black, just rubberized.
what's the cost on that?
You don't know
Any other- I was just curious if you knew. It was cheaper to chip and seal, bad or not? Really?
Is all you have is oil.
It's down in them cracks. Push it down in there too, though.
We have got to have Shelly's peace of mind and my peace of mind for that A and B. Well, I know the billing policy is gonna knock out a lot on that list. So if we can get that passed tonight, and then employee policy, if we have one, I don't know where it is, when we remodeled, things got moved around, but we have no full-time employees, but this will cover if we ever do. Don't have any full-time. Yeah, we did, but now we contract with these guys, so we don't have full-time employees, so. But we need to have one in place for the A and P, do we not? I know the billing, yes, the billing's gonna knock out, the billing policy's gonna knock out a
I
lot.
don't think you necessarily do if you didn't have any. But
If it covers a base for the asset management plan for whoever, then we'd have it, but
for the future,
the building policy is the biggest thing. You guys have a chance to look at it. I'm gonna go and print it out because we need it for the asset management. plan. Oh, okay, well. You want to suggest it before I print
Whatever.
it? I mean. Here we go. So no letter to the tenant properties then? I get this to her, she can send me a new list. There's some things that I've written notes to that she's had some templates for that I'll get the templates from her
okay,
for, so that
great.
I think the billing policy will knock out all that. Hopefully. All right, look at it.
I say if you can do something with the grade bin, that'd be great.
Actually, I mean, paid their taxes since they bought
I
it.
know, I doubt it goes anywhere. But
Do they have paid their taxes, what you said?
They have
now
now.
then,
You know, that's the address on Beacon.
California, you know.
yeah, which place is it that Jack and Dawn own? On Second Street.
It's 2 houses north of that Vine. Walnut, what is that? Well, south of Methodist would be one second house south of the Methodist church on the same
The
side.
first house, it-
The first house.
They're remodeling it. They got new windows in it. I see people there
I
working.
mean, you just right here.
It's a really
It's White House. You started that. What?
Yeah, some people live in it, but there's nobody living.
You got that. Travis, it's big white piece for you.
Oh, yeah, it's another one. That one. Yep.
Actually,
These are just empty properties that nobody's living in. These aren't starting. And I think we need to enforce the nuisance ordinance about vehicles.
Rich sent one to the brick house next to the old gas
Yes.
station.
He put one out in the trash. He also, knows a couple that have small grass. Those on his desk, he gave me one address that driving. One address, if you would look at that, he's ill, so I think not here. He sounds terrible. I think he gets it 4 or 5 times a year. So if I'm gonna send one, then they're all the same situation, they should all get one.
And they're all completely abandoned.
There's some real estate place for Carolyn's, I'm not sure which one it is on the list there. I think it's Florida, somebody in Florida.
Yeah.
I think they do, they just go online and buy properties online and then,
Auctions.
yeah. But what, I don't understand the point of that. I mean, that place is not livable, you could not live in that house. The foundation is collapsing, so the windows, the frames of the windows, I mean, it's newer windows, but they're falling with the foundation. I mean, the lady who used to live there, her tub floor, I mean, her bathroom floor literally caved in. I mean, it's just, anyway.
Somewhere in that nuisance ordinance where we end up with the stuff if something happened, like. We don't have money to tear it's my only thing.
Well, no, I think I think you can acquire properties in a tax sale or whatever if taxes aren't paid, but
There's some towns, the town end up with the property if you keep sending.
if the abating, removing, or curing of a nuisance by the town under section 1111 results in the possession of any sale worthy personal property, the same may be sold by the town at such times and places and be for such price and terms as the council deems convenient. And the proceeds therefore forfeited and made the property of the town to defray costs. So if we would acquire any of these and have to tear them down, and sell a lot to get the money back or what, I don't know.
you can't do any of that to get through the court system.
Yeah.
Really don't have a bunch of money to be going to the court. That's the only issue.
Just a thought. Okay. Yeah.
Where's it have on it?
My suggestion is having 10% across the board, not just 5% on water and 10% on food.
And we'd have to advertise a change on that.
I thought it was 10% delinquent fee on all of it, on the current bill.
I think so, no, I looked at the map, it's only 10% on water and 5% on sewer, I believe. I don't find it in my. But I just did, somebody had late charges, and I did the math, and that's what it was.
Yep.
It's 10% on sewage. 5% on water. Exactly what it is. Because, so for example, this person has a balance of $185.99. Their sewer penalty is $794, and the water penalty is $389. That's more than 5%.
What was the water before? The percent, or did it say?
10% actually, it's 10% would be 1850. That's pretty steep. Looks like it's 5% then.
Did what? Oh, well.
I don't know where to find out what the percentage would be. I got that from another, or gleaned back from another town anyway. So they're- I don't know. It's 10% of the $185.09, 1860. And the charge on this person's account was $794 for sewer and $389 for water.
I'm gonna make a suggestion, we do it 10% across the board then.
Great.
So that's gonna affect the fees, so.
Yes, I mean. Yeah, advertising.
With the pricey advertising, that's a big ordinance. Okay, well, tell Shelley it's not passed yet. We gotta make a change.
Josh, did you have any other?
Yeah, on the extensions, for anybody that's wanting to pay after the shut off. I think it should be board approval on.
We can't wait for a meeting for that, but
Or I guess you can grant it, but I think the board should have final say so if they keep it, shut the water off the next meeting.
I think by state law, we have to provide a payment plan. So the payment plan agreement says if they deviate from the plan, then they can be shut off at that point.
So you think that state law says that you have to give them a payment plan?
That's what I was told years ago.
Show us. Show us where it says that, please.
I'll have to look for it.
Okay.
I don't know where it is off the top of my head.
It says must submit in writing about a water leak. And it says no adjustments on leaking toilets, et cetera, on sewage. This new one. I don't know what the old one says, but
We think we adjusted on the sewage on the others, on the toilets.
No. No, we didn't. On running toilet people, there were 2 people running toilets recently and they paid it in full.
you can average it out.
Bills were $600 and some change. Well, the only thing we've done adjustments for is water leaks that didn't go in the sewer, pool fills. That's all we've done. 2 boards before you did average plus $100 on a toilet, running toilet, but no. That's why the one gal had a $3,700 water bill. It was a running toilet.
That's the only thing I mean, it said must submit in writing, so then about the hose bid, we're gonna do that. That's all I got.
Well, I didn't get response on that, so I just put in what we've been doing, but if you want to do the hose bid thing, I'll change that language too. Because that's what was in the original one, but I put it, what we're doing now is we take the average sewer and adjust off the difference at the time of the pool fill. That's what we've been doing. So if you want to change that, it's on the back, I think, just mark that out and then put that you want to get a hose bid, is that what they're saying?
That's what it says in the ordinance you sent me.
And it doesn't, and,
That's what you sent us though.
That's what you sent us.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm not saying what that says. I'm talking about the one you sent us.
okay. I'm not saying anyway today.
Oh, I figured I
Oh, that was employee policy.
sent one today.
I didn't see nothing today.
You sent it late. Whatever.
Could be my. Yep. He's in the draft. Can't you read my mind? But if you don't think we need an employee policy, Gary, for the asset management plan, I thought that was part of some of it. I just thought that was part of it. So again, I asked another time to help with that. Talks about job duties. Trying to type those up. What?
Josh, you have any?
I don't.
Tammy? Don't think I do. I say meeting adjourned, we'll sign the bill.
So,
So you're.
Was it?
no,